Hey, I'm Ryan from RyeRob.com, and I want to show you how to use my completely free keyword research tool in this video. So let's jump right on in. To find my free keyword tool, just go to Google and then type in RyeRob keyword tool, if we can spell today. Hit enter and you'll see it as the top result. Free keyword research tool, AI-powered SEO keyword ideas. Go ahead and click on that result. Now, if you want to navigate straight here, just go to ryerob.com/keyword-tool and you'll head straight here. So, free keyword research. Why we built this. I really wanted this tool built. My friend Andy helped me with it, who I run WriteBlogger with. And we created this tool because I've been blogging for 12 years. And one of the things that's always annoyed me most about whenever a new free keyword research tool pops up is that the day it becomes popular, it's immediately a paid tool. So we built this with the intention of it to be forever free, and there's no usage limits. You can use this as much as you want. I just wanted to create a free resource that's actually freaking good for people to use and know that this is never gonna change. This will always be here. So my keyword research tool is designed around helping you spot opportunities that are going to be somewhere in the medium competition range, something you can compete for in rankings in Google, and also have meaningful search volume. So we'll see that in a second. But real quick, keyword research. What's the purpose behind this? You're here because you want to figure out if the topics that you're considering blogging about are also topics that other people are searching for answers and educational resources about. It's great if you have ideas you're considering writing about yourself, and you should do them regardless. However, if you're prioritizing your content to drive traffic to your blog, you want to write about topics that other people are searching for answers on. So let's do an example here. In the Explorer tab field, we'll type in, I'm in Colorado right now visiting some friends, and I love hiking. So I'm going to type in Colorado hikes. Now, if you wanted to get ideas, which is going to be titles and other ways of thinking about approaching this keyword phrase, you could search under the Ideas tab. However, if you want keyword research data, use the Explorers tab. And if you're based outside of the US, just go ahead and click this little flag icon and you'll be able to select any country if you're targeting a specific country's search results. But I'm based in the US, my blog is, I'm going to keep that on the US. So once you have your keyword phrase in here, just click the go button and you'll see, boom, it's super fast. And you'll see there's tons of relevant keyword phrases. Hiking in Denver, the capital of Colorado, which makes a lot of sense. Hiking near Denver, lots of Denver stuff. Alpine Lake, Colorado. And you'll see almost all of these keywords, low and medium, but with pretty meaningful search volume. About 4,400 people estimated search for this term per month. Now, something that is low difficult and that much traffic estimate, this is a no-brainer. I would definitely choose this to publish on my hiking blog, which I happen to have a hiking blog, so I may actually pursue this keyword phrase. So use the keyword research for something like this. As you keep scrolling down, you'll get more ideas. Colorado hiking near Denver, kind of a different approach on that. Winter hiking Colorado, that could be a specific guide of its own. So you could capture different seasons. Lake hikes in Colorado, probably a bunch of different, best lake hikes, best winter hikes. I love that. Spring hikes. So seasons seems to be like a really interesting way that content is grouping into different keywords. Backpacking in Colorado, that could be its own guide too. And as you scroll down, you'll notice that most of the keyword results are going to be filtered by search volume. So the highest volume stuff will be at the top, and then the lowest volume stuff will be towards the bottom. And if you didn't get all the results you want in this search, just go ahead and come back up to the keyword field here and type in some sort of modifier. Just change this a little bit and you'll get new results. But I really like this keyword, hike in Denver. I think I'm gonna write an article about this. So now here's the fun part. This is the ideas, the little light bulb right here. When you click this light bulb, you're gonna generate a ton of ideas for blog posts, how to approach this. And there's general ideas here. There's the questions, which is great for Google search. You can ask, or you can write a blog post about, can you hike in Denver? And maybe you'll get swooped right up into a feature snippet if someone Googles that. How to hike in Denver without a car. That's super niche topic, but again, that if you have a hiking blog and you're going all in on Colorado for education, that's a great topic. We'll scroll down, look at a little bit more. Where to hike in Denver. Let's see, what's interesting. Can you hike in Denver in April? That's a good question because it's April right now as I'm recording this and I'm pretty close to Denver. There's a good amount of snow in some of these mountains. Hiking near Denver, Colorado. Hike Denver to Durango. That's a really long hike, but people search for that. I love that. There's some good stuff in here. I love this. So let's just choose the general ideas. Hike in Denver. This was the term that has the most search volume here. So this is what I want to go after. Now, once I've found an idea I like with this tool, I'm going to go ahead and just click on it. And this takes us over to my blog title generator tool, and you'll see it's already going. This is the AI component of this tool. And it's generating a ton of title options now. You can see it's writing in real time for how I could approach writing about this article. Must-see hiking trails in Denver for nature lovers. That's a really good one. Beginner's Guide to Hiking in Denver, tips and tricks. The best hiking trails with views in Denver. That's pretty awesome. Hidden gems, that's cool. Family friendly. So this is how using AI powered tools can help you so much in your content creation efforts, because I would never have even thought to segment out different articles about hiking in Denver or near Denver based on all these different little nuances, like 5 family friendly hikes near Denver. Maybe I do a piece about the best hiking trails with views near Denver. These are all different potential articles that came from that original keyword research. And while hikes in Denver had 4,400 estimated searches a month, if I write, say, 5 or 6 different articles tackling all these different nuances around hiking in Denver for different types of people and different seasons, that really adds up to a lot more traffic potential. And maybe we're talking tens of thousands of monthly searches by time we're done. And here's the best part. Writing all this content doesn't have to be difficult anymore. If you want to go ahead and just quickly generate some of this content, let's go ahead and just copy this title here. The best hiking trails for dog owners in Denver. That's amazing. I'm going to copy that title to my clipboard and I'm going to go over to WriteBlogger. Now, WriteBlogger is my AI-powered content creation platform that I run with my friend Andy. And we decided to make this suite of tools because all these other, the free keyword research tool, the title generator, was generating so much interest. And you know, you come to these tools with an idea you want to validate, and as what just happened to me, I walked away with like 5 articles that I could write, and that can be overwhelming. So let's click use these tools now. I want to write this article with you right here, right now. So under the blogging tools section, go to the article writer. And remember, we copied that headline from my free title generator, and I'm just going to go ahead and paste that in here. And now we've got the article writer. It's ready to get going on this topic. So I'll click edit the outline. This will show me the outline that the AI tool generates so that I can make sure it's going to be exactly what I want. Images, no, I'm good with that. This will source free stock photos and embed them throughout your article. However, I want to go out and select my own images for the specific hikes that I want to highlight. Now, links, this could link out to some other hiking blogs. It could link to the National Park Service, other resources, but I want to add these links in myself. And same thing with real-time data. No need for this. These hikes haven't changed in years. These hikes have been around for a long time. So when it comes to tone and writing style, my favorite is the creative tone. You can have a lot of fun with this. We've got a bunch of options in here, but I'm going to just go with creative. I'll keep it English. And then under the advanced settings, long form article. I always recommend this for SEO purposes. If you want to rank high in Google searches for your content, most of the time something long form is what's going to perform best. Point of view, let's write this in the first person. So now let's click generate. And what the AI is doing behind the scenes is it's going to create an outline for you right now. And this should take somewhere between 5 and 10 seconds to generate. Love it. Here we go. We've got it. Oh my gosh, this is an awesome article. So the benefits of hiking with your dog in Denver, sign me up. Factors to consider. Trail difficulty, weather conditions, pet friendly. So already this article is turning out better than it would have been if I would have just sat down and wrote the 5 here, the 5 top trails. So the AI has determined these are the 5 most popular that are talked about online. Maybe you want to make some additions, maybe you want to remove something from your outline. You would just go to this add outline, and let's do one section around the 3 best products for hiking with your dog. And I want to add that just to the bottom there. So this will be the final section, and this will give me an opportunity to maybe add some affiliate links here to the Amazon affiliate program for some products, maybe one of those collapsible water bowls, maybe a specific kind of leash that's better for longer ranges that you want to take so that your dog can kind of explore around the trail, something like that. Let's see what the AI comes back with. So now this outline looks pretty awesome. I'll go ahead and click generate. And what's happening behind the scenes here now is that we've trained our prompts for the OpenAI API to deliver really strong SEO-friendly content. And when you do an article that's long form, you're going to get something back that's usually in the range of 1,200 to 1,800 words. And you can see it's already taking off writing here. Discover Denver's top hiking trails for dog owners. Unleash adventure and bonding. Amazing title. I love that. And then, since we focus this tool so much on creating SEO-friendly content for you, you'll see the main keyword phrase is right here in the first paragraph. Best hiking trails for dog owners in Denver. Boom. That's perfect. Now it's getting into the benefits. And I swear, no matter how many times I do this every day. I use this tool every single day, and it's still exciting to watch it writing. But I just wanted to talk while this article writer is going about how to think about this piece of content that you're now about to generate for yourself, right? So I do not recommend taking an article from WriteBlogger or any AI platform if you're using ChatGPT directly. I don't recommend taking anything that you create that's AI powered and then just hitting copy, paste, and publish. Many reasons why. As of today, Google's guidelines have stated that they're friendly towards AI content. However, I, as a human, can pretty much always detect AI content when I'm reading it. And it won't necessarily sound robotic, but it won't sound like there's personality to it. And we've attempted to address this by adding the writing style and tone dropdowns as I used in this example. And so this is a creatively written article for AI. However, there's no replacement for you. Once you get this first draft back, what you need to do is invest some time into editing, into fact checking, and to also injecting your own style and tone and voice, personality into this content, because without you, it's gonna be boring content at the end of the day. It's possible that these AI tools continue improving in their humanity, but I would like to believe that there's no replacement for you, your own unique experiences that you bring to everything you touch. And this is just an opportunity to use AI tools. They're tools, they're not replacements for you as a blogger or a writer, but to use these tools to just write more content faster. And it changes what your process looks like. So this article is pretty extensive, right? And collapsible water bowl did make it. I love that. This article is pretty extensive. It's 1,500 words. Now, this would have taken me probably a couple hours, maybe somewhere between 2 and 4 hours, depending upon how much research and outlining I do ahead of time to actually write this article. Now, instead, it took about a minute and a half to just generate this with one click. And I got to edit the outline, make it more unique for me. Now, what I'll do instead of just hitting publish on something like this is I'll just go ahead and copy this article, click the copy, it copies it to my clipboard, and let's just go to my blog, and we'll go ahead and put this in. So under posts, we'll just go to add new, and as we copied the article already, we'll just do paste right here, and boom, you can see copying from WriteBlogger, it copies all the formatting over perfectly. These are header 3s for the different products. The sections start header 2, best products, and then here's our 5 hikes. I'll probably do something like adding numbers for it just to make it more clear, because this is what we want Google to swoop up into a featured snippet. The 5 best hikes. So I'll probably just call this section 5 top hiking trails for dogs in Denver. Oh, so good. I love this already. And this is a great couple of intro sections, which you should consider beforehand, the benefits of hiking with your dog. This is honestly a pretty great start. And now what you can do is you can make this article yours from here. So something that would have taken me 2 to 4 hours, maybe even more sometimes, to compile, I can do this in just an hour or 2. I'll spend an hour or 2 editing, adding my own experiences, some of my own photos into a piece of content like this, and then boom, it's done. And this is something that now, in the time where it would have taken me to write maybe an article like this a full day, half day, I can do probably 2 or 3 of these in about that same amount of time. So that's how to think about AI content in your workflow. If you have any ideas or suggestions on how we can improve this free keyword tool, please let me know. And again, if you're interested in trying out WriteBlogger, if this really spoke to you to help with your article creation process and speeding up your content creation in general, then I'd love to invite you to come join. We're just at writeblogger.com. And thanks again for watching.